Hey everybody, welcome to Arizona Gardeners. I'm Jim, and we're just going to do a bunch of little snippets and tips and a whole bunch of neat things on this video. Uh, we're going to show you some new things we're working on. I know in the Facebook page I had talked about a brand new product that had come out, and I was going to show you that product, and unfortunately I've lost the product. I'm terrible, I know. They're a Miracle-Gro grow pod. You can buy them at Walmart and Home Depot. They're basically just a little peat pot pod that has the soil and your seeds and everything already in it, and you just peel the top and stick it in the ground and go ahead and water it on up and see how she grows. That way you don't have any kind of shock or root rot or anything like that. The plant can go right into the ground. So it was a decent idea. We're going to give it a shot. I think we have pumpkins in the ground right now, and the other one that I had was watermelon, and I can't seem to find it. So yeah, I've misplaced it. We've planted blackberries as well, Apache thornless blackberries, and we'll show you that. And then I'm also going to show you some seed keeping tips on keeping your seeds organized. And I'm also going to show you something for those that don't know this technique, how to germinate your seeds in dirtless conditions. Because I know a lot of people that you just don't like messing with soil, and if you're like me, I don't want soil in my house. I don't mind it outside, but I don't really like it in my house. And basically when I plant things, I like to plant them in their final container, and that's it. That's done. That's how I like to grow things. I don't mind transferring, but for the most part I like to be one and done, you know. One pot and we are all done. So anyway, let's go ahead and go through here and we'll show you some plants that we got, some new ones, some old ones, and let's get her going on. So come with me. Let's go check it out. Alright, and here we are. This is the Apache thornless blackberry, and you can see here I've got berries coming in. This was a bare root plant that we got from Walmart, and she's doing wonderful. It's doing great. Blackberries, a lot of people didn't know that you can grow them here. You can. They need to be in low sun to almost no sun. In Arizona, one thing a lot of people don't realize is when a plant says full sun in Arizona speak, that is part sun, because our sun in the summertime gets really hot, especially in the summer. So one of my tricks is I keep a lot of my stuff in the shade, as you can see over here. And these guys will be no exception. Just right now I'm trying to get, you know, the bucket nice and warm and get the soil you know, get the soil right, get all those anaerobic things going in there, and the nematodes, and I'm allowing the plant to grow and giving it its sunlight, because it's been living in a bag for, you know, most of its life. So I'm going to keep it out here in the sun for about a month, and then actually I'll move it over to the shade and let it take off. But yeah, there it is. There's some blackberries. You can grow them here. When you grow blackberries, you may need to make sure they're a little bit drought tolerant and heat tolerant as well. There's a lot of different breeds, and I don't know them all off the top of my head, but there's a lot of different breeds of blackberry that will grow here. You can look online, and there's just a ton of them. But Apache thornless, definitely, they grow here. Alright, let's go take a look at the next plant. Alright, here we are. This is a flame seedless grape plant that we planted. I just kind of wanted to show some of the growth that's taken off on it, and kind of give you guys some tips on growing grapes. One thing you want to do when you're growing grapes is you want to lean it against something. Lean them up against a wall, a fence, and allow them to trail along that, because they're a vine. They're a vine. And you'll see these little laurels here coming off, and these are the little guys that help you help it climb. Now if you want this to climb this direction, like say to that screw right there, all you have to do is kind of guide it over to it, and I like to just wrap it around it nice and gently, just like that. There we go, just like that. And now this will start growing off this way. You can see we got the chain here and that's also here for it to run along and get across, because eventually this whole side of the house we'd like to have grapes. And we got looking around on it here the other day, and well, take a look at this. We've got grapes coming in. Isn't that cool? So yeah, we've got 2 grape vines. We got this one we bought, was already kind of pretty much established, and we planted it. And then we have another one over here, which is right here, this little guy. This was another bare root. You see we're using our grass clippings as mulch, so I just stick it right up top on the grapes, and it helps keep the moisture in, and it gives another type of vegetation for any kind of vegetation seeking enemies or pests. They'll go for the grass and stay away from my grapes. So there's another little tip for you. Alright, let's go check out the next thing. Alright, so here's the next thing we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about how to keep your seeds, as I mentioned before, and we're going to talk about how to germinate your seeds in dirtless conditions. To germinate your seeds, we've got beans planted in here, and if you look real close you can see the beans in there. Basically this is real simple. A lot of people already know about this method. It's nothing new. It's just a Ziploc baggie with a paper towel in it, and you wrap your seeds in the paper towel. Get it a little moist. It doesn't have to be drenched, but you want the paper towel to stay wet. Place it in here, place your seeds in here, in the middle, fold it up, get it wet, seal it up. You don't want a whole lot of excess water. I use a spray bottle and just mist it. And you can see we've got, you know, water and condensation in there, and that's a good sign. And just, you know, take it, take a magnet, stick it to your fridge, and forget about it for a couple weeks and watch it, and you'll start to see little shoots pop out of here. So that's that's one way to germinate. No dirt needed. And then when the time comes, I'll show you how to transplant them. It's real easy. And then another thing that helps people, when you've got a lot of seeds, because this year what my wife and I are going to be planting. Get this out of here. There we go. There's over 200 different types of seeds in here. So we needed something to really organize everything. So we've got our cucumbers and our beans and our greens and our tomatoes and our herbs and our peppers and lettuce and onions and carrots and okra and squash, and then my wife's flowers. This is just a really easy way to keep your seeds and keep them all organized, and it's cheap. We bought this at the dollar store. And when you get done with your seeds, like this right here, when you get done with your seeds, we just fold it over, like we did here on these pink tomatoes here, and you just set it back in your slot. And this year also, I'll just show you our tomato varieties we'll be growing. Oh, dropped one. We got, what are these? Rio Grandes, yellow pears, the pink ones, the something sweet Carneros pink. And I have always wanted to try tomatillos, so we're going to give it a shot. As you can see, we gave it a shot once before and it didn't quite work right. So these cheaper seeds I have to say, these Lake Valleys, they're okay, but if you can, I personally would spend a little more on seeds. But at the same point in time, all these seeds, that we got here, most of them are from Walmart or Baker Seeds. So, Baker Seed Company is a very good company. They sent us this for free. Or no. Yeah, Baker did. Yeah. Sent us these for free. We haven't planted them yet. Let's see here. Carrots. Over here. This is a seed company that I really like. Right here, a little foil package. It's what's their name? It's Plantation Products. But you'll find Lawn and Garden, NK Lawn and Garden. I like it. Their seeds, I've always had good luck with them. There's some cowpeas from Ferry Morse. We're gonna try. And then some cheapo garden beans. We'll see how those work. So, but yeah, it's a good little idea. There's flowers and lavender. These are a type of marigold. They're well, she ripped it off of there. Some type of marigold. Sunflowers, and we grew these. Evening Sun sunflowers, and we grew these. These are huge. There's some Italian type of sunflower, but they're pretty cool. And then this year for sunflowers, since I like sunflowers so much, last year I decided to buy the mammoths. So we'll be planting them out. Yeah, so this is just a good way to keep your seeds, keeps them dry, keeps them in order, and they don't take up much space and you don't lose them. So anyway, let's go ahead and show you one more thing, and then we'll let you go. Alright, so I had to do an update. I had to do a quick update on all the fruit trees. Here's our blood orange here. Now, I think what I did on here is I think I over fertilized on a couple of these trees. Cause like I said, it was something new that I was doing before with the bone meal and everything. So if you see yellow tips on your citrus, yellow burnt tips like that, that's burning. That's not good. That's an over fertilization thing. It just means don't fertilize it and pick up your watering a little bit. So that's what we've done. You can see we still got new growth coming in. And we did the same thing on the nectarine over here. As you can see, we've got leaf burning going on the tips and whole leaves. So we were just going to have to pick up on the watering. And I think I just used a little too much vitamin, too much fertilizer. So whatever you do, make sure you use the right amount. I got in a little bit of a rush with this guy. But over here, you can see I used that same method that I showed you, fertilizer and all that. And here's our apricot tree now. And then the big one, it's our Santa Rosa plum. Look at this. It is covered in leaves now. So it does work. You can see there's no leaf burning or anything. And here's the peach we planted for you here about a week ago. And we got looking at it, and if you look down here, where is it? There they are. Got little peaches right there, already popping in. So I like that. So like I said before, it's the Desert Gold Peach. 200 hours of chilling, and it's doing good. It's doing good. It's not showing signs. Usually if you're going to show signs, serious signs of any kind of problem with your trees. The first 2 weeks are the real crucial point. If you've got problems in the first 2 weeks, then you know something's going down. If not, chances are by the first month, if you haven't seen anything, your plant's going to do okay. So we also planted these. Now, any of you that by chance went to Mesa High and happened to hang around the seminary building would know about these plants right here. These are a buddy of ours. He's actually a member of the group, Ammon. We planted these for him, and I'm just going to kind of raise them up for him. It's a plant that just, there's a lot of memories there for us. But these are blue ruella. And blue ruella, or Ruella britannica, will get these little pods on them. And we used to take the pods, and we'd get a big handful of them. And I know it sounds funny, but you lick the pod, and then you throw them at each other, and the pods explode. And they throw seeds everywhere, and that's why he wanted them. And I don't blame him. So here they are. Here's 2 blue ruellas. We got these at Treeland Nursery on Country Club and Guadalupe. And yeah, we're looking forward to having some more ruella fights. And also, we'll just go ahead and show you. Here's my wife Lantana. Doing pretty good. My jasmine I planted. I love jasmine. The smell of jasmine is just awesome. And then my wife's roses. Look at these things. They are just taking off. Look at this. They're about, well, I'm 6'2", and they're coming up about mid-chest almost on me. So they're probably a good 4 foot now. So these started off as these about a year ago. So anyway, with that, we will go ahead and we will let you be and say thank you. And remember, if you ever have any questions, please ask me or my wife or anybody here on Arizona Gardeners on Facebook, or even here on YouTube. We will be glad to answer any of your questions. And with that, I will leave you with this shot of my Blenheim apricot tree. Thanks a bunch. God bless you. And remember, if you don't need it, or if you can't eat it, you don't need it. So, have a great day. Keep on gardening.